Hello, everybody, and welcome back to What's the Plan? I am thine host, Mr. Man. Today we are playing FTL, Faster Than Light. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this game. You may see we have the ship, and I have unlocked all of all of the little minor achievements to get Type B active. I also do have a number of other ships, because you can see I have played this game a little bit. I do not have the unidentified cruiser, which I kind of know is the Crystal Cruiser, but you know, I found the Crystal people. Never got the ship though. Um, I do like each ship for its own reasons, but today we're gonna play with my favorite ship, which, oddly enough, is the basic ship, but Type B. This is my favorite ship. To me, it's the easiest to play, easiest to win with. Oddly enough, I'm sure plenty of people disagree with me. But the reason I really like it is the basic laser is one of my favorite weapons in the game. And the choice of crew is fantastic. You get an extra power, you get a boarder, and then you get just two people that you just say, hey, do your job. First slot, second slot, third slot, fourth slot, so it's going to be captain, weapons, engines, and shields. Shields is the least important to me. So we are going to rename the captain, though, to Mr. Man. Everybody else will, I'm okay with. Hector, you know, Teldarin, and Magmar. You know, they're strong names, so I like it. For the first run, we are going to go on easy. I will play on normal after this, probably using the same ship, and then I'll start switching ships up after that. And we are going to rename our ship. I don't actually have a name picked out. So we're going to be Monkey Business, if this fits. Yes, we are the ship Monkey Business, because, you know, we're just about goofing around, having a good time. Again, it's on easy. I'm not really expecting much of a challenge. We have important data, though, so we need to get this data to the Federation fleet. In order to do that, we need to stay ahead of the Rebels. I mean, they can suck it, really. Federation all the way. Rebels go home. So in order to get this to the fleet, we're going to have to jump through a bunch of orbits. So we're going to start by getting our people to their respective locations. Unpower the medbay, not needed right now, and power up our lasers for the first jump. I will turn auto fire on, just in the sense that it makes things a little bit easier. I mean, I use 1 through 4 to fire my weapons, so it's actually not that big of a deal. I just, you know, like I said, just speeds up the process. And off we go on our first jump. So, Federation encrypted signal. Well, it could be a trap, but we're going to investigate. So, nothing on it. What can you do? At least it didn't alert the rebels to our location. You know, make them move faster. So, our goal is this. Fighting and killing. So, they do have a droid. Very annoying. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to take out their beam and their droid. Their droid is the more important one in this case, because he's the one that can actually take down the shields. The beam can't do shit if my shields are up. I took out the shields, and I make a prime target of the cockpit, the piloting, I guess, is what it's officially called. But it's the cockpit. I mean, it's where you're flying the ship. Oh, shit, I didn't even say. We blew up the ship and got a significant portion of scrap and 1 fuel and 1 of the drone parts. So, that is good. But the cockpit, I think, is a very overlooked one, because the engines, they both do the same thing. If the engines are out, they can't FTL and they can't evade. Same thing with the cockpit, but the cockpit has a maximum of 3 bars, and early on there's only going to be 1 bar in it. The engine can have 8 bars. So you might have to do a shitload more damage to it in order to take it down. You know, my base ship has 2. I don't want to have to shoot through 7 bars to take down the ship. I want to shoot through 2. And then he can't block my next attack, which is great because the basic lasers fire so fast. So, no one's hailing my ship. Really just wasting our time, you know? We gotta make the most of this. But fuel. Fuel is their limiting factor. This ship does have missiles, and it does have a one-shot beam. This will never hit us. This will hit us frequently. So our goal is to get rid of this. 3 fuel is good. It's basically 9 scrap. 2 missiles. Missiles is what I usually say, but don't give a shit about that. We got 4 basic lasers. We're kicking ass. 14 scrap. Not bad early on. Basically, if we were to attack him right now, we need to at least get 23 scrap since we don't care about the missiles. We need 23 scrap in order to equate the fuel and the scrap cost. I mean, we're going to give it a shot because, you know, F it. But if we don't get 23 scrap, or 23 scrap an equivalent of fuel and fuel and scrap combined, oh, bam! So they're going to give us drone parts, scrap, and more fuel. Blowing them up, you generally don't get much fuel. Fuel is what we would have to buy early on, so we're going to actually take this. Now, he still hit us, even though when we accept offers for them, our missiles and beams will never hit them. Doesn't work the other way around. But I would love to go to the store, but we don't have anything to sell, and we only have 68 scrap, which is not a lot. So we're going to head to the Nebula. Hopefully we'll get enough, and then maybe we'll make our way to the store. But the Nebula is going to be great because the fleet will not be catching up to us. We got a ship, no shields, 1 beam, and 1 missile. Gonna be beam's gonna be cake. The missile will fire because that is a quick missile. But you know, what can you do? Took out our engines, but again, 1 shot took out our engines to 1 point of damage. But hey, guess what? We still have that going on. Got 19 scrap for that, and 15 scrap and a fire beam. Now, I do love a fire beam. Normally I would just sell all weapons, and I still might because the fire beam should bring in a good amount of money. But getting that, once you start teleporting people over, you can really take out ships easily. So we're going to have to see how that goes. But we got 102 scrap, so definitely kicking ass. Now, I want 2 crew members, but I also want teleporter. Can't afford everything. The fire beam is 35, which is good, but teleporting is not cheap, and neither are crew members. So we are going to get rid of the fire beam for now. Get teleporting and get a crew member. Now, chances are we're not going to get a mantis. We might not get a mantis later on, and we're going to not need, but strongly want to. So we're going to purchase a mantis, or mantid, and we're going to pop him in the crew teleporter. We don't have enough to upgrade our ship at all, but hopefully we'll get some in this jump. Again, our plan is to basically murder anything that we come across. This guy is going to charge up his FTL, so we're going to put some focus on that, and the rest of the focus... But he has beam drones and a beam attack, so he can't actually do shit to us, so we're going to take out his shields. So now his FTL isn't charging, his shields are down, and we have free reign of his ship. You know, we'll even put one in his oxygen, because look at that. Boom! That's a whole lot of red. He ain't going nowhere. You know what? We're gonna be a bit cocky. See how their people are. So we got a bit of fight going on. Magmar and Lysandra are taking it to them. Hopefully there isn't one more member on their crew, and it doesn't look like it. Looks like this is the final one. Bam! So we got the ship's map and 17 scrap. If we had blown it up, we might have gotten a bit more scrap, but we definitely wouldn't have gotten that map. And that's going to be fantastic in the long run. That's going to let us know where we're going. I apparently depowered my oxygen to teleport them, which is fine because it's powered up again. Magmar gets his ass back on the shields. Lysandra gets back in the teleporter room. Our oxygen is coming back, and now we can see. Booyah! Fight. Maybe fight. There. Exit. Oh. See? We probably would have gone down here and done just this, but now we know there's a fight there. So let's take it to him. This guy, he's a slug. Can't be having that. He wants us to pay a toll. Shit on him. We're gonna kick his ass. He's got a weak-ass laser. He's got an ion cannon. He's got nothing. But because the laser and the cannon combined can take out our shield, or can hit us, we're going to do that. Now, it is a slug vessel. Most likely they only have 2 people on it. So we're going to fire maybe 2 shots at their shields. They don't have anyone in their FTL bay, or in their captain's chair, because they would be able to be jumping if they did. And we're going to go over there and kick their ass. Ooh, it is a mantid. But it's 2-on-1, and they're still trying to repair their shields. They're pretty funny. Just for good measure, we're going to take this out. Gets people a point of attacking, and then we're going to take out Manon. Magmar is taking some hits, but boom! Look at that. We're already, you know, boarding and destroying like crazy. Hector, still in the first sector, getting close to leveling, over halfway. I was waiting for people to be healed, naturally. It was not powered, so kind of pointless. But, you know, now we're just going through space, leaving debris wherever we go. Going to kick some ass on the next one. An automated ship. So, its only thing is to kill us, so take out its weapons. Got 4 shots, 1 to puncture it, and 3 to take out that missile. We did not. So, unlucky here, because we took out this, but the missile's still going to fire again before we can get a second shot off. So, our shields are off. Don't care. Doesn't matter at this point. It's done. Might as well help repair because these guys are slow. But look at that, we got a fuel, 2 missiles, and 25 more scrap. So our scrap's coming along. We still need a bunch more, but it's coming along. We are going to want to recharge our health. Because these guys are the boarders. Sometimes we'll just jump without recharging people's health and things like that. But when push comes to shove, when these guys need to go over, I want them at full health before they go over. So I'm not going to want to do that when I'm ready for them to jump. I need to do it in preparation. So we got a nice drone. What equipment do we have? We have hull missiles. Nice. We're going for basically a missileless run, though. We're just going to kick some ass with some lasers. Basic for a while. Hopefully we'll get some better ones, though. As much as I like lasers, there are better ones out there. We arrive at the beacon. Oh, thank God. We got a slaver. Not that slavery is good, but we could buy a slave for 50 scrap, or we can attack them, which has a very high chance of them saying, hey, listen, just take one of the slaves and let us live, which is our goal right now, because we want to get this guy off of the... So we're only going to fire 3, not 4, because 4 would definitely kill him, but we want to get this guy off the shields. So he's trying to escape. It's delayed, so instead of him offering a slave to us, he's going to try to run for it, which he can suck it for that. But we need to take out... We need to basically take him out now, because if we don't, he's not going to get... We're not going to get a slave. If we don't kill them, we destroy the ship, and we get some scrap, and blah blah blah. But this way, we get a slave. And that's fantastic. We need slaves. Well, not we need slaves. We need crew members. We need... so now we can demand a Mantis, a Rockman, or an NG. So, Rockmen are great. They can put out fires well. NGs can repair faster, which is why we're going to go with them. We could take another Mantis, but we already have two. A third would be good, but I would like someone that can... basically a person to stay on the ship. We also got a bunch of scrap and some more fuel. Or enough fuel for another jump. Bank error in our favor. So we're gonna get another power bar so we can keep we can start moving the teleporter over. And now we have our two boarders. And look at that, the boarding party is already at 4 out of 8 for both, so they're leveling up fast. Hector, look at that. 57 out of 65. He will be leveling in 2 shots. Not even 2 fights. 2 shots. So here we are essentially done. We can go to the next sector. But we can handle the rebels. So we're going to explore the rest that we can get to. Completely unremarkable. So pointless. But we know there's a ship down here. So let's kick some ass. They tried to shut down our engines, but couldn't. So, fuck them. Coming to get you. Gonna take out his weapons. Get our boarding crew ready. As soon as the weapons go down, they're gonna send someone to repair it. We're gonna fire a volley primarily in their captain's quarters, because that's where another person will be. And then we are going to send our crew into the captain's bay. No more shots. So it looks like they have a Mantis and an NG. This isn't going to go well for them. So as you can see, we're taking care of them very soundly. And we got 3 fuel for that. And 18 scrap. Oh, that's fantastic. The fuel. The necessary lifeblood of our ship. Since we have so much scrap, I would like to try and save up in order to get the cloaking. But we have so much and we're about to fight some rebels, and this is very useful. We are going to upgrade our shields. Get 2 more power bars. And now we have 4 shields for when we're going to the exit now. That's all that's left. We've done it. First sector complete. Now they have 2 big lasers. Don't like it. 2 shields. But we at least have 2 shields now, so their lasers aren't as damaging. But again, our goal is always eliminate the weapons. So the key to our weapons, we fire faster. Before they even get a shot off, we've taken out one of their weapons. Before they got a second shot off, we've taken out their other weapon. They are at our mercy. We've leveled up. And now, all they can do is sit there and cry like little babbies. As we take out their shields. And we take out their weapons. Now, we can send our crew over to kill them. But it's pointless. All you get for destroying the rebel fleet is 1 fuel. Which is useless. Whether you kill them all or continue. So we get 1 fuel, took them out, suffered 1 point of damage, but we can handle that. And off we go to the next sector. We have a rock-controlled sector, a nebula. The nebula you can explore more, but you can't use your sensors. So we are going to stick with the rock-controlled sector. The game plan actually is to upgrade our sensors. We're just going to make sure nothing is around, and we are going to do that. So, this will be the end of the first episode. First world, off to a great start. Got 2 shields. Got 2 members of our crew. We are still using the basic lasers. You know, that will change in time. Got plenty of crew, though. Magmar and Lysandra are boarders extraordinaire. And we haven't leveled up Hector in the first sector. He's getting close to the second one, so we're firing even faster. So I will catch you next time, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.